Living on the edge of a quiet agricultural community, I took great pride in my cornfields. They weren't just crops, they were part of a long family tradition, passed down through generations. Every stalk was nurtured with care, a symbol of hard work and respect for the land. So imagine my shock when I discovered that the HOA, led by none other than Karen, the infamous chairwoman, had bulldozed a path straight through my flourishing cornfield. At first I thought it was some kind of mistake or an emergency access route, but no. Karen announced it was a new community trail meant to improve neighborhood connectivity. She claimed it was designed for pedestrians and cyclists, emphasizing enhancing property values and promoting outdoor activity. What she failed to mention was that this path cut right through a section of my land that's part of an active FBI surveillance operation, a site protected by federal law and under strict confidentiality. For months, I had been cooperating with federal agents monitoring illegal activities in the region. The cornfield's secluded area was used as a strategic point for discreet observation, with hidden cameras and communication devices tucked away beneath the canopy of corn stalks. Revealing or compromising this setup could jeopardize an ongoing investigation and put lives at risk. I immediately contacted my FBI liaison, who confirmed the urgency of the matter. We needed to secure the site and remove any public interference as soon as possible. The agents were just as surprised as I was that a public trail had been installed without clearance or consultation. When I confronted Karen and the HOA board, she was unapologetic, insisting they had every right to develop trails for the community's benefit. She accused me of being secretive and overreacting, dismissing the FBI involvement as some excuse to block progress. But I knew better. I had to act swiftly. I provided the HOA with official documents marking the area as a restricted federal surveillance zone. I explained the legal implications of trespassing or altering the land, including potential criminal charges for interference with a federal investigation. Karen tried to downplay the threat but was visibly shaken when I mentioned that any further development could result in an immediate federal injunction. The HOA board reluctantly agreed to halt all trail work and began discussions about rerouting the path outside the surveillance zone. In the meantime, the FBI agents increased security around the site, coordinating with local law enforcement to prevent unauthorized access. I worked closely with the HOA to educate residents on the importance of respecting restricted areas and the sensitive nature of ongoing investigations. The incident sparked a broader conversation in the community about transparency, trust, and the need for careful planning before initiating development projects. Many neighbors expressed support once they understood the stakes and the vital public safety role the surveillance played. Though Karen remained somewhat defensive, she eventually acknowledged that not all progress should come at the expense of security and legality. We agreed on a compromise, building a new trail along the community's edge that preserved both neighborhood access and federal operations. This episode reinforced a vital lesson. When community development meets national security, caution and communication must lead the way. And it's a reminder that sometimes what looks like a simple path through the corn is actually a front line in the fight against crime.